So we have with us Sagar Sheldekar, or Saj as we know him, and he is one person who definitely needs no introduction. So moving on, we want to go ahead and get to know a little bit more about Sagar Sheldekar. Now, Sagar, as per our courses, we understand that you began your career as a presenter somewhere in 2013. However, prior to that, you were a corner carving field. How did your association with motorcycling begin?
My first and foremost, thank you so much for having me, and it's a great honor to be a part of this interview. To answer your question, as a presenter, as a professional motorcycle reviewer, started about 8-7 years ago with Power to the Rider. But before that, I started motorcycling a long time ago. When I started, actually it goes way back when I was 17 years old. I started with my brother, he had a CBG, and one fine day he decided to take me for a ride with him. And I was quite suspicious because I had never done that before. And then he obviously made sure that I was properly fitted and everything. And then this was in Mahabaleshwar. So on the way down for Sari Ghat, he started leaning the bike over and taking corners quite quickly. So that was something which he really enjoyed, and he wanted me to experience it. But at that point of time, I was pretty convinced that my brother wanted to kill me for all the things that had come to him. And the first few corners I was extremely scared, shouting at the top of my voice. But midway through the hard section, I got into the rhythm. I really enjoyed the sensation that I was experiencing, one with the bike. And by the time you were at the base of the mountain, I was completely hooked. So, and of course, being the younger brother, I was absolutely determined that I had to do whatever he was doing better than him. So, that's pretty much how it started, but I had to wait a long time. I mean, firstly, before I got my license, I was not allowed to ride the motorcycle, so even I got the license that he gave me the key. So, I started with the CBG, and then I got my own bike, which was the R15, which was a green bike, and I was 25. And then, the rest is history. Started racing because that is what I was really keen on doing. I attended California Bike School, and that's how this opportunity at Power to the Rider came up.
Okay, so you have an elder brother who is a motorcyclist, and does he also ride nowadays?
But he's more of a shooter.
Okay. We've never seen or known of your brother. So if it's okay, can you let us know a little bit more about him?
He's into merchant navy, so he's traveling for half of the year. And the few months that he spent here, he spent riding his motorcycle. He's an explorer. He has a Duke 390. And he goes about exploring.
Oh, that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said your first motorcycle was your Yamaha R15. Can you tell us a little bit about that motorcycle and why did you choose the R15?
I was obsessed with the motorcycle ever since I saw the first picture of it. Of course, it was a game changer in every sense of the term. The setup was frame, fuel injected, 4 valves. And it looked the part. It looked like a miniature outfit. And also in terms of performance, in terms of what I was looking forward to, as someone who enjoyed sport riding, it was the perfect motorcycle to learn the nitty-gritties of how to go about in a corner. It still is. The actual piece was the one motorcycle which sees the motorcycling scenario in India. Something which the RC200 has taken forward and has taken the market to be a fantastic beginner's race bike, if you may.
Oh, that's wonderful. And if you had a time machine, and if you had to bring back a motorcycle from the past, what would it be?
That's a tough cookie because I'm more of a optimist. I look forward to the future than reminiscing and thinking more of the years that have gone by, because as far as motorcycling goes, with every passing year, we are lucky to be seeing a best of motorcycles, all the technology, all the power. So yeah, to be honest, I have had the fortune to ride some really good motorcycles, but I'm more of the guy who is living in the present and looking forward to the future. And right now, I absolutely, after having ridden the new Ducati V4, I actually cannot wait to see what the other 2018 superbikes from other manufacturers bring to the table.
Okay, so the rumor we heard that you had a crush on this Panigale or the V4 is true then?
Not really a crush. To be honest, I went inside with a lot of skepticism, because a lot of things have changed. Now, the Panigale 1299 is a fantastic motorcycle, beautiful looking motorcycle, and when you ride it, it's extremely exhilarating, because it's also a motorcycle which is definitely which demands a lot from the riders. For a couple of laps, it's fantastic, but after that, you're almost like, okay, that's too much of a motorcycle, too much torque, and every time you try pushing it, the head wobbles, it's trying to really, so yeah, it's a very hard motorcycle to ride. The V4 is the exact opposite. It's something which I was truly blown away with, is how, even though right now it's the most powerful motorcycle superbike you can buy, it's the lightest superbike you can buy after the 1299 final edition. It is one of the easiest Ducati superbikes to ride. So yeah, it doesn't look as beautiful as the old Panigale. Also now with the long wheelbase, it has the longest wheelbase among all superbikes. It's definitely not as agile, as quick on its feet as the old 1299 Panigale, but the composure, the stability that is brought to the table, the electronics, is definitely the benchmark as of now for all the other superbikes to try and beat.
Great. So let me then change this question. If you had the ability to have a motorcycle of your own, what kind of a motorcycle it would be in the future? Would it be like a sports bike or an adventure bike? What kind of a motorcycle would you like to have in the future?
That's a very hard question. I would like to have a motorcycle for every genre of motorcycles. Of late, I have driven off-road a shot, and I've come back really impressed and really happy, and had a wonderful time. So I'm hooked. I love off-road. There's so much to learn. So yeah, I mean, I would love an off-roading bike. I would love a sport bike. But if you ask me, I mean, the very first bike that I would buy would be obviously a bike which I can take to the racetrack. And as of now, the two motorcycles which stand out, which are the bikes to beat, are the Aprilia RS V4 RS and of course the Panigale V4. Mainly because they, as motorcycles, they are complete. You check all the right boxes. Fantastic electronics, amazing power, amazing agility, amazing brakes. So, like if you look at the other modern motorcycles like the GSXR, it definitely needs better brakes. Same with the R1. Even the feeling on the R1 can be a lot better. The Kawasaki doesn't turn, and it steers. It takes a lot more effort to steer. The electronics also not at the same level as the other motorcycles. So yeah, these two definitely stand out. But that was 2017, so let's see what the manufacturers do in 2018 and the kind of upgrades that we can expect.
Sure, definitely. Now this question is a little offbeat, because we'd like to know, if you were not a motorcyclist, as you are today, what would have been your career path otherwise?
I would just be a lifeless soul. because motorcycles are my life. Motorcycles, ever since I was introduced to motorcycles by my brother, I have fallen head over heels in love with them. It's probably the only thing that I'm decent at, and every time I'm on a motorcycle, I feel complete, absolutely complete. Before getting into motorcycling, I did quite a few things. I worked, I was into searching of searching marketing, because that's when it had just come to India. I've been the editor of a media firm. I own my own company, which is into intercultural training. But motorcycles is something which my passion for motorcycles is unparalleled. That's my life, pretty much.
Okay. So, you're good with diversity and languages, but you are best at the languages, any language, as long as it speaks motorcycle.
Yeah, you can see that. I think I have a good connection with motorcycles, irrespective of which country they come from.
Great. So, at the beginning of the conversation, you mentioned that you spent some time on track and as an athlete. Can you shed some light on those days that you spent on the track? You were into competitive racing, I believe, right? I mean, that's what I understood.
I raced for 4 years as part of the Yamaha one-leg championship. My parents were strictly against it. In fact, the very first day that I was racing, my parents did not even know that I was racing. So I would just lie and I would tell them that I'm going for like I'm staying over at my friend's place or whatever, and then I would take 3 or 4 buses, walk 3 or 4 kilometers to the racetrack so that I could race. Because that's the race. There's nothing quite like the racetrack for you to improve your skills as a motorcyclist who's into sport riding. The safe confines of a racetrack allow you to push your limits, understand the motorcycle, and be one with the motorcycle without having to worry about oncoming traffic, or dirt or anything. It's just you and your motorcycle. So I did that for 4 years, and that taught me a lot about understanding motorcycles and what it takes to really get the most out of them. I wanted to get better at racing, so I attended California Superbike School, and whatever little I know, I give them full credit. California Superbike School is a school which has taught me everything. I have attended 3 times for 3 different motorcycles, and I've done all the 4 courses which we offer. And I really look forward to the day that I can also go to the US and attend the Course Red Academy, which is basically the racing school by Keith Court, who is the founder of TSS.
Oh, wonderful. So, do you have any plans to take your hobby, I'm allowed to say, to the international level where you may compete in some sort of a competitive motorcycle competition, or you plan to do a motorcycle tour or ride abroad? Anything like that?
Competitive racing? No, I'm too old for that. I have already broken too many bones in my body. I stopped racing because I had a really horrible crash a few years ago. In fact, to be honest, right now I shouldn't be riding motorcycles because I still have a compression fracture in my spine. So the doctors had told me a long time ago that if I want to, that's not the wisest thing to do on motorcycles, but that is my passion. So competitive racing is our question. But my dream is to. I have had the fortune of going to the Isle of Man, but I did not get a chance to ride around the mountain course. So my dream is to go back and obviously do a lap of the Kiki on a motorcycle. I got a chance to see it, but it was in a double-decker bus. So yeah, definitely would love to go back and of course go and ride on my favorite racetrack, which is Puliparin, Laguna Seca. And Mugello actually I've had the pleasure to ride. So I would love to do that.
Moving on, you did tell us about your 2 motorcycles. So let's not talk about any brands here, but what is your idea of an ideal motorcycle? You said that it would be something that you can take to the racetrack. So if you had to build a motorcycle from ground up, what all would you want in it?
I mean, my number one priority is chassis. I would obviously keeps you handling well. So the chassis, the force, the best force that you can get. The next best thing for you to be able to go fast is, the only way you can go fast is knowing that you can stop in time. So you need extremely good brakes. And power is obviously great. You can never complain about having more power. But again, you need a power which comes in very, very smoothly, which allows you to get the best out of the motorcycle. So that would be the ingredients that I would look for.
Thank you so much for enlightening us on that. And now we've seen you wear a lot of fancy looking helmets. So a very general question here. You wear a helmet because
I just have one head and I just have one leg, and I want to make sure that I am well protected. Not just my helmet, but I have had my share of falls. Earlier when I got on a motorcycle, I did not have the money to buy the gear. But even though I was wearing the protective jacket and knee guards and proper shoes and everything, I still had a fall and 4 layers of my skin came off because I was just wearing jeans. So that's where I realized the importance of wearing proper gear. That's why I invested in a race suit, and I've brought this back ever since. So the same goes for the head. I mean, the head is the most vulnerable, the most delicate part of your body. So it's extremely important that you're well protected, and no amount of money, whatever protection you can afford, the best possible protection you can afford, you should definitely go for it. Because that's the only way you can keep living your dream of spending more time on your motorcycle.
So a helmet is the best way to ensure that you are smiling whenever you are on a motorcycle. To sum it up. Thank you so much. A message for budding presenters and bloggers.
I would just say, follow your heart, follow your passion, and if you're willing to put in the hard work, if you're willing to, follow your dreams, sky is the limit. But you also need to understand that once you become a voice that people are willing to hear, you also share the responsibility of making sure that you set a good example for others to follow. So don't just do it for the fame. I mean, you can do it for the fame, fair enough, but also once you get the fame, it's equally important that you set the right example for people to follow. Do everything in your power to educate them when it comes to safe riding. Make our roads a safer place, and if whatever sporting and whatever enthusiastic spirit that they have, it's best explored either off-road or onto the racetrack or on the racetrack.
Thank you so much for those inspiring words, Sagar. It was awesome speaking with you today. And
thank you for having me.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
No worries, man. Have a good one. Yes.